Welcome back, guys, to Grip underscore FRL. I'm your host TKE, bringing you guys another race from FGT, the FRL GR86 tournament. Today we are here on No Play Pass, race 7, ladies and gentlemen. Who's starting out front? It's Domovoy. He's the pole setter for today's race. If you want to know his time, link in our description for our Instagram. And also, if you want to join in all the racing, make sure to check out the description. There's a link to our Discord there. Let's introduce the drivers for today's race. Domovoy starts out front in pole position, number 93. Then behind him is Mahler with a shocking second place qualifier. Beautiful from him. Behind him is Takahashi, number 12. Then behind him is a bit of a newcomer, debuted for Elric here on FGT. Behind him is Boxcat, number 26. Then behind him we have Keisuke, number 22. And last we have Edward 06. Looks like everything is ready, everything is prepped. Let's hope for some battles and some very nice action from the drivers of today. As we are go, ladies and gentlemen, race 7, no play pass. Domovoy, great start, including Mahler. Takahashi looks to have not have the great start, but Domovoy leads, ladies and gentlemen. Elric behind Takahashi, as Edward and Keisuke look to have had not such a great launch. Domovoy rushing into the lead. Takahashi would like to challenge for Mahler, as Mahler falls a bit behind from Domovoy. Looks like Domovoy will think to open up a gap for himself, as Bosscat looks. Oh, both of them sleeping, including Bosscat behind. Look at the time they will be losing from Domovoy now. Through turn 9 they go, as it looks like Elric is getting a bit feisty there with Takahashi, number 12, as they go through turn 11 towards turn 12, as Elric tries to get himself on the inside of Takahashi, but ends up slipping him there because there was not enough room to make that move. As you can see now, Domovoy is just pulling ahead on these guys. Up towards turn 15, Domovoy goes through now. Mahler behind, looks like first and second, there's quite a gap there. And it's opening up now, it looks like to be two-way battles there. As they go all the way around turn 17 now, towards the heel S's for the last few corners, as Domovoy, decent time. Takahashi slipping there, sending something stupid, and Boxcat goes into the pit with Takahashi. Domovoy seems to have not have pitted like his other races where he pits first lap. Looks like he might be using a different tactic this time around. Ooh, Takahashi might have got in a bit of an accident with Boxcat, and Boxcat leads coming out of the pits, ladies and gentlemen. Takahashi will now try to get back at Boxcat as they are in 14th fifth. Mahler still in second. Elric has made himself 2 places because they pitted, but looks like Takahashi will try to challenge Boxcat back for his spot as we go towards turn 8, now towards turn 9. It's a bit of a stalemate, as you can see at the moment, but Takahashi might just be edging closer to Boxcat, but there's nothing in it at the moment. Just coasting. Takahashi with a bit of a rough line there, too much on the inside. Boxcat getting a better exit. Look at the times there quickly. Nothing too fantastic. What you really want is a 01.16, as Domovoy now comes to complete lap 2, as he goes into the pits. Will Mahler now take the race lead? Mahler pits as well. Will Takahashi take the race lead? Takahashi takes the race lead because Domovoy has gone into the pits, and the chase is on from Domovoy as he now sprints for Elric, and including Mahler. Mahler has been passed by both Takahashi and Boxcat, as Elric goes on the outside of Edward to lap him. I'm not sure. Edward with a bit of lag there. I'm not sure what happened there. But Mahler seems to have caught up now to Takahashi and Boxcat. 3-way battle there for what? For third, if I'm correct, yes. As they look at the leaderboards, looks like Domovoy is getting himself better times there. 1.17. It's beautiful from him. Edward's here. They're going to lap him. What's going to happen? Oh, carnage! As they try to get past Edward. Looks like Edward is having a bit of a problem in today's race, as Boxcat gets side by side, but takes that advantage over Takahashi. Mahler getting into the mess, falling behind there. Domovoy seems to have caught up quite a bit to Elric. What will it? Oh, looks like all the time he made up has just been lost. As now we join Mahler battling it out for fourth over Takahashi. As they go now over the crest towards 10, 12, 12, 15. I keep making a mistake on this turn, but looks to be that Takahashi is pulling a bit from Mahler as they come through turn 17 towards the last S's. Turn 18 to 19. Ooh, wait, that's Elric in the pits. Elric in the pits, losing the race lead. Looks like Domovoy now is in the lead, and he has been relegated down to 5th. But it looks to be that he will try to chase after this three-way battle that Bosscat, Takahashi, and Mahler are having here. Looks like Bosscat now has got himself into 2nd. Oh, how did Takahashi not lose grip there? That was beautiful from him there. Ooh, Mahler slipping. Will Elric get closer? Yes, he does get closer, but nothing much, to be honest, as Takahashi looks to be trying to edge closer and closer to Bosscat, trying to threaten for 2nd, as Edward and Keisuke are nowhere to be seen currently in today. Oh, Elric slipping there in 5th. It's like all the time he made up is lost again. Ooh, Bosscat slipping side by side between Bosscat and Takahashi. Towards 10-15 side by side they go, but Bosscat comes out ahead. Takahashi slips himself back into the racing line. Oh, what the contact, and Mahler bumps into Takahashi because Takahashi bumped into Bosscat and he takes the place over Takahashi. Now Bosscat goes a bit wide on turn 17 towards turn 18. Mahler on the inside will take him. Oh, he doesn't. Bosscat covers his track towards 19. Last turn. Now we're on left 5. Ooh, carnage there between the 4. Looks like Elric slipped there a bit at the back, but Bosscat still leads. Mahler getting an advantage there. And it looks as though Mahler will try to challenge for Bosscat's place as they go now towards 10-7. Nothing in it at the moment. Takahashi looks to be catching up though. Elric will have to push a bit harder if he wants to get closer to these guys. As that is some nose to tail racing right there from Mahler as he lags a bit, and there's contact between him and Takahashi because of the lag as Elric now gets on the inside of Mahler. Side by side they go towards turn 12, towards turn 13 they go. Elric will have to stick all the way around the outside, the longest path, as he still now gets back on the inside. Mahler now all the way around. Will Elric doesn't cover that line, and Mahler gets himself inside towards turn 15. Side by side they go. Elric the long way around. Still there on the inside. Will he take him here on turn 16 towards turn 17 they go. Ooh, it's still side by side, ladies and gentlemen. Mahler now gains an advantage. Will he be able to take this? And ooh, Mahler now takes back that pace from Elric. But who was the one who gained the most there? It was Takahashi from the earlier overtake there because of Mahler's lag. But now Takahashi will again look to threaten for Bosscat place. Again, it seems like Bosscat has been in 2nd for quite a while now. Nobody's really made a threat to. Oh, Takahashi coming in way too hot there. And he slips again. He must have been trying to pressurize Bosscat, but nothing in it. And there goes Domovoy in the lead. Looks like he has lapped Edward once again. If you wanted to know the gap between 1st and 2nd, well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's quite a gap. That just shows the class of Domovoy. He's been, Bosscat slipping now off the track. What is he doing? He's just cutting the corner because, but at least now he lets Takahashi through. That's nice of him. We'll have to see at the end of the race, will he get penalties for such a move, but seems to be clean because he gave a place up there because of his mistake. But Takahashi now takes 2nd. Will he be able to catch up to Domovoy? Sorry. Doesn't look like. With this kind of gap, I'm not sure if that could ever happen. Seems as though everybody has pitted though today's race. It's now Edward. Takahashi behind Edward. Ooh, what the? Edward just sends himself into the bushes to let the cars in behind through. That's kind of them, as Keisuke was also off track there. Maybe to let. Ooh, Mahler slipping as now Elric gets on the inside of Mahler. Side by side they go towards turn 3. Mahler holds his lead again though. Cleans up his lines and gets through. Oh, they sent it way too hard there. Elric pushing Mahler a bit into that barrier. Not sure what happened there, but it seems as though they came out alive. Not too far behind as Takahashi looks to be pulling from Bosscat, as Bosscat was relegated down to 3rd. as we join Oirakis. Mahler slips, but he catches it back, holds his place. Oirakis, nice speed through there. And Mahler, as you can see there, Domovoy is way in the lead. I'm not sure if they'll ever catch him. Now, Keisuke in behind. Look at the times there, not too good. Like 2 seconds bad there from Domovoy. I expect more from him. But we'll see now if the times get updated, and Domovoy with a decent time. Still waiting for that 1.16 though. That's what we want to see, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the record times you can hit. Takahashi there. Ooh, wow, what a time from Takahashi. 1.1649. That might be the fastest time that will ever be recorded here. I'm not too sure, but that is a quick time from him as Oirakis gets closer, and Mahler also might be getting. Oh, Mahler slips as Oirakis gets him on the inside and takes fourth. Mahler now in fourth as they go over the. Ooh, Mahler sends it way too hard and just sends himself into the barrier as Mahler takes back that position from Oirakis. And Oirakis is way behind now, and I mean way behind, as we now on lap 8, second last lap, ladies and gentlemen, of today's race. We join Domovoy. Looks like, let me hear. Yeah, it looks like we will be joining him for the last lap of today's race. What a race he's had. I mean, he's just been in the lead, to be honest, for the longest, just cruising, all alone. Look at the gap, man. It's just unbelievable. This is just class, man. Set pole and just stayed in the lead for most of the race as he now comes towards the flag too. Ooh, look at that, just 10th of a second behind Takahashi. So he hasn't set the record, but it looks like Takahashi has set the record here at FGT for no play pass with that 1.60.49 as we join Domovoy for the last race. He's had what a season he's had. I mean, the masterclass he's shown us. We all should remember race 4. If you don't remember that race, go watch it, and watch him in specific. From 7th all the way to 1st, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a race that was. That's one of the best we've had so far. He's won how many races so far? He's won about 3. Strange Motor Circuit race 1. And after that, I'm pretty sure it was Kansai, the race before this one, and there was also another one which he won. I can't quite remember which one it is, but looks like he's coming close again to Edward. I wonder how many times he's lapped Edward in today's race. It looks like Edward and Keisuke, both of them having some internet issues or something of sort. As he now comes up to lap Edward, Edward kindly lets Domovoy pass. As now Domovoy heads to the hill S's, the last few corners of the race. The champion, it has to be. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This is a masterclass from Domovoy as he finishes on top, finishing first. Edward coming in to, he has to go finish his laps, sorry. He hasn't finished the race yet, he's been lapped quite a lot. As Takahashi finishes second. Boxcat finishes in third. Mahler finishes in fourth. That's quite a strange result from Mahler there. As Oirakis finishing in fifth because of the fact that he did start second. So he finished 2 places down. So that means he dropped 2 places. Boxcat seems to have gained the most because he started in 5th and went up 2 spots. As Edward, was that Edward coming in past there? I think it was Takahashi. Keisuke now might have just finished his laps as we fast forward now for, there goes Keisuke to finish his laps, and now we wait for Edward to finish the rest of his laps. What they're in the way here, as you can see by the flag. Let's hope that they move quickly before Edward comes through, because he is coming now. We'll have to complete a few more laps after this. There goes Edward, and he's completed his laps. What a race we've had, ladies and gentlemen, but you can't leave yet because we're still waiting for one thing: the results for today's race. Who won? Domovoy finishes on top and wins race 7 here on No Play Pass. Takahashi coming in second, Boxcat coming in third, and Mahler just behind him in fourth. Oirakis debut race in fifth, and there Keisuke and Edward finishing bottom 2. Let's look at the Drivers' Championship. 15 points earned by Domovoy, 12 by Takahashi, 10 by Boxcat. Domovoy looks to be leading the Drivers' Championship there with 84 points. Takahashi with 52 and Bosscat with 50. And Takahashi with the fastest lap, which means that he did set a record. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out the other races. I have a playlist on our channel. Make sure to go check that out. Thank you guys so much for staying banana.